This guy left me a comment on one of my videos. He said, I was dating a wonderful girl who was cautious about rushing into a relationship. Rightfully so. Women need 2 to 3 months. Most guys are trying to get them after a week, so that's why they'll typically say that. He says, once we started dating, we realized we had a lot in common, including difficult childhoods. Why are you talking about difficult childhoods on dates? You do not bring up serious subjects like that early on, because even if that's true, she's looking to get out of that space and thus be able to deal with a guy that's more fun and vibrant. Anyway, including difficult childhoods, unique interests, and shared humor. She told me she was feeling lost in life and began sending mixed signals, though, through hot and cold text. Which means it indicates to me that this guy was texting her way too much, because this kind of thing can't happen if you're only texting to get dates. He says eventually she admitted to having a long distance relationship, and not being interested in changing that. So at that point, you should have been out. At the point that she said, well, I'm in a long distance thing, your response should have been, totally understand. Hey, you know what? I didn't know that, but now that I know that, if that changes in the future, hey, I'd love to take you out again, but best wishes to you too. Follow up her number, go on to somebody else, because we do not date women that are still in relationships with other people. Continuing. So that happened. And then what did this guy do? Instead of going away, he said, when I then revealed my feelings, which you shouldn't have done, she seemed to manipulate me with push and pull tactics. Well, she's not manipulating you, dude. She's not interested because she has a long distance relationship. And when she told you that, you decided to pile on, oh, well, I have stronger feelings for you too. And now that's making her feel pressure. Whether she was in a relationship with this other guy or not, the point is you've now added pressure for her to feel things for you after a couple of times dating that she's not ready for. So now she's going to start to back away. Continuing, he says, I decided to pull back and suggested we only speak once a year as friends. But that's not what you want. You don't want to be friends with her. You want to be in a relationship. So why you're trying to suddenly say, well, we'll only talk once a year, that's BS. You want to talk to more than that. So you don't do these kind of things. You're trying to ask a woman to promise. You're trying to ask a woman that is in a long distance relationship with somebody else to promise you that you can still talk to her once a year. That looks like needy behavior. That sounds like the behavior of a guy that isn't able to get a lot of women, because if you were able to get a lot of women, you wouldn't be asking for this ridiculous request. So he says she agreed, and then we went no contact. However, she hasn't reached out to me in 3 weeks since then. Well, yeah, you guys went no contact. You said you talk once a year. She's probably waiting for like 11 months to contact you if that's your deal. But I'm banking on she's going to probably not want to actually reach out to you in that span of time because she's not interested. He says, I miss her, but I know her mixed signals are unhealthy for me emotionally. They're not mixed signals. This is why I tell you guys, you need to read a woman's actions versus what she's saying. She's saying we can talk once a year. Technically, she's still sticking to that, but the action's saying she doesn't want to talk to you. Like a woman that really has high interest in you, is she only trying to talk to you once a year and then not ever see you in person? Got to think about it. He says, it's strange how she was so into me and then turned cold when I opened up to her. No, it's not. Despite my keeping distance in the relationship, it didn't work out. What should I do? That sounds so backwards. Despite me keeping my distance, it didn't work out. Well, you're keeping your distance because she doesn't want to go out with you because she's not hoping it's going to work out. Women that like you, help you. Women that don't, won't. She's telling you she's keeping her distance and she only wants to talk to you once a year. Does this sound like a woman that wants to get with you? So you got to stop. You got to stop accepting the minimum. You're trying to put these things into place that allow you to get minimal contact because if only you can talk to her, my princess. Oh, and that's not the energy that's attractive to women. And this energy she's giving off is not indicative of a woman that has high interest. We only want to deal with and focus on women that either have a level of interest in us or that are building high interest. So if you're getting around on a couple of dates and she's saying, oh, I'm in a long distance thing and I only want to see you once a year or to hear from you once a year and I don't really want to see you, that's not a woman that's highly interested. Women that are highly interested, I'm telling you guys, some of you guys have not experienced a high interest leveled woman because women that have high interest put out all the stops to be able to make sure that you know that they're available. They don't ever flake on anything. They're always willing to text you first. They're doing the majority of the texting, majority of the calling. They're starting to suggest dates they want to take you on. If you have not experienced that, I feel sorry for you because that's an example of the kind of behavior that you get when women are highly interested. And more importantly, it's the kind of results you'll get when you as the guy are more patient. Because when you're more patient, They have to come to you. If they're chasing you, they can't be replacing you. So yes, you want to let your interest be known by asking them out. And then you're waiting a few days between dates to contact them to ask them out again. That is the extent in which you display that you're interested, on top of like obviously doing physical moves that indicate you want to get into the bedroom. But all the extra strong moves, they're going to do on their own accord, because women don't run across guys in their day-to-day that they find all that interesting or intriguing enough to want to date. So when they meet you, they cannot help but do things that are going to let you know that they are interested. And if you need help trying to figure out how to get to that point, recommend going to introvertdatingsuccess.com, clicking on the coaching tab, and we can have a conversation about this stuff so we can get you on the right path towards being less anxious, more bold, and being able to display the kind of masculine traits that women are looking for that are going to get them attracted to you. All right?
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class